I would now look at the chart if the price patterns are also pointing upwards, no, or most likely bullish din yung mga candlestick patterns niya. So if both of those coincide, then definitely I will go long on the euro dollar. But if yung charts niya ay iba yung sinasabi, the trend is down pagdating sa chart, then hindi siya tugma dun sa fundamentals, then I would avoid that. And as always, something that I've learned pagdating sa trading, no position is also a position. So you don't have to trade all the time.
So guys, over the past few months, a lot of you have been asking about investing in the Forex market. That's why we have a very, very special guest who is into Forex, not just investing in the stock market, not just into real estate, not just into business, but he's also into Forex. So I really believe this is a good time for you to learn and get the principles. You've seen him in the previous videos. I'm talking about Mr. Ready to Get Rich, Fitz Villaferte, who you've seen, sobrang yaman, and he talked about stock market. Pero ngayon, Forex. So, Fitz, how are you?
Hello, Marvin, and hello sa mga nanonood. I'm doing good. Okay naman. And ito, syempre, naka-quarantine pa rin sa bahay dahil ganun talaga. So, hopefully, lahat tayo makalabas na soon. And I hope all the viewers are doing well and staying healthy and safe during this time.
I remember we had that talk, I think 6-7 years ago na yata, stocks versus Forex, and you discussed a lot about Forex at that time. Pero you mentioned it during that seminar, nag-i-invest ka pa rin sa stock market. So, yun yung question ko, why do you see the need na mag-invest pa sa Forex when you are already in the stock market?
I want to diversify, diba? Kasi para hindi lang puro stocks. But I also have currencies and even cryptocurrencies as part of my portfolio. Pangalawa, of course, there is a distinction ng investing at saka trading, di ba? Kasi investing long-term and trading buy and sell short-term, no? Ang main na ginagawa ko is I trade the Forex market, tapos kung ano man yung kinikita ko doon, I invest it in the stock market for the long term. So, yun yung main strategy ko. But of course, every now and then, I do trade the stock market if I see if there's really a tempting opportunity to make money in the short term. So, I trade the stock market. But mainly, I invest in the stock market. Pagdating naman sa Forex market, talagang trading yung ginagawa ko dyan because I don't think there's a good strategy na long-term investing sa Forex or sa cryptocurrencies even kasi very volatile and wala siya talagang long-term upward trend, no? Talagang up and down siya. Those are the two reasons, no? I want to diversify. Plus, magkaiba pa rin naman talaga yung ginagawa ko sa stocks and sa Forex.
And I like what you said, no, na yung Forex to trade, then stock market, parang yun yung nagiging rental, ay, hindi naman rental income, but yun yung mga longer capital appreciation for you.
Yes, oo.
Which saan naman balik, I guess, kanya-kanyang style, no? Some people use the stock market na yun yung pang ano, then bumibili properties naman yun yung parang passive nila na medyo less risky. So,
yes.
does that mean na medyo your profile is, you're more of a risk taker than other people? Kasi pag context ng mga nanonood nito, they would always say that the stock market is risky. Pero when you look at it, the Forex market has a greater amount of risk also than stocks in general.
Mataas ang risk ng real estate. Bakit? Kasi syempre hindi liquid yung pera mo doon. So, this is of course, according to my own perspective, a lot of people, they think that the stock market is high risk kasi syempre these are businesses, we don't know what will happen. Pero I always tell people, pagdating naman kasi sa Forex, if you understand yung how currencies work, how the economies of countries are doing, then in a way, less risky ang Forex than stocks. But of course, all of these are high-risk assets in general. So, kung tatanungin mo kung ano ba yung mas risky o hindi, I guess, depende na sa person, depende na doon sa skill level and interest niya, no? Ako kasi, of course, if we want to trade stocks, we have to take the time to study companies, di ba? So, it means if I want to trade a particular company, I would have to go through the fundamentals of that company, know what is happening there. Pagdating kasi sa Forex, of course, there are only 8 major currencies. And itong mga currencies na to, this is directly proportional dun sa performance nung country. So, for example, the Japanese yen, titignan mo lang kung anong nangyayari sa economy ng Japan. So, there are more information about that. So, para sa akin, mas madaling mag-analyze pagdating sa Forex. That's why I trade Forex more than stocks, no? So it really depends on the preference of the person and of course yung risk tolerance niya on each of these asset classes.
I'm gonna talk more a bit later. I'm gonna ask you yung risks of Forex, misconceptions, how do you make money in Forex? But I'm sure there's a lot of people who are watching this that ano yung first step? I don't know how to open, I don't know how to start. So paano ka nakakapag-trade ng Forex markets naman?
Well, just like in stocks, you have to have a broker. Problem sa Pilipinas, wala naman tayo talagang Forex broker na accredited ng SEC or the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, which means you would have to go for a Forex broker that is based abroad or based outside the Philippines. And for the past several years, I've been trading with eToro. So, sila yung napili kong platform. Particularly because I like the customer service. At marami kasi silang Pinoy na account manager. And that's one of the things that I like. Kasi pwede ko silang tagalugin pag tumatawag ko sa support nila, no? Plus, I find among all the Forex brokers that I've tried, sila din yung pinaka-user-friendly sa pagdating sa interface, no? That's why I prefer eToro din.
When I hear eToro, stocks agad inisip ko because you can buy other things sa eToro, not just Forex, not just commodities, pero stocks din pwede. But for you primarily just use the platform, ano talaga, all in, puro Forex talaga yung trades.
Hindi. Well, eToro kasi is a multi-asset broker. So, aside from Forex, I also invest and trade global stocks, no? So, yung mga Apple shares, Google shares, yung mga US stocks, I also buy and trade through eToro. Of course, mga commodities, yung mga oil, gold, and mga global indices also, yung mga S&P and all of those, I also buy and sell them in the platform.
Pero so primarily Forex pa rin talaga. If there's a preference using the platform, you'll use Forex. And I realize something, eToro now, before kasi eToro, di ba, CFDs lang, when you buy the stock, you're buying the CFD stock. Ngayon, you can also buy the stock already directly.
Yes.
That means you own the stock na hindi lang siya it's not just anymore a derivative already.
Yes. Yes, that's also good news sa may mga eToro account, no? They can now buy stocks, as in the actual stocks, not just CFDs. And of course, you can also trade cryptocurrencies on eToro. They also have that on their platform, which is something that is very convenient for those who would like to explore yung mga Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and all those cryptos, no?
Before I go to my next question, kung ira-rank mo siya in terms of your preference, no right or wrong, ano mas gusto mo? Cryptocurrency, Forex, stocks?
Forex pa rin.
Forex.
Siguro kasi I've had the most number of years of experience in trading Forex. So, mas gusto ko pa rin talaga yung Forex. Of course, it's really hard to ignore the money that I've made sa stocks. But kasi ano siya long-term investing kasi ako sa stocks, no? But if you're asking me which is the best to trade, in my opinion, Forex pa rin, currencies.
Okay.
I like it. Yan.
Sino yung pinaka-lowest? Cryptos, stocks?
Crypto, pinakamababa, no?
Okay.
Primarily because it's really unpredictable. And of course, it's really hard to go through all the rumors and alam mo yon, it's so divisive pagdating sa financial markets, no? All the analysts and people, pag binasa mo yung mga opinion nila about different cryptos, laging may opposing views. Unlike sa Forex and sa stocks, more often than not, analysts would agree on a lot of aspects of it. So it becomes easier when you're doing fundamental analysis.
What's the biggest misconception about people when they trade Forex markets? Tapos, I want to also parang make it specific. When all of these lockdowns were happening around the world, how did, for example, the dollar go if you are trading Forex? Was it good for the dollar, bad for the dollar? How do you analyze it?
Number one misconception pagdating sa Forex ay madaling kumita ng pera, no? It's actually hard because yung nature ng prices is very volatile, no? Pagdating itong pandemic natin, of course, the lockdowns, it's just a global event, no? I think all currencies really went down. So you can't really say if the US dollar went up or down. You have to place it against a certain currency. So if we compare the dollar against the peso, actually parang wala masyadong nangyari. It went sideways. So yung exchange rate ng peso and dollar before all of this and currently, pareho pa rin, no? It's around 50 pesos. So there's really nothing that happened with respect to the US dollar and peso. Of course, yun yung gusto ko sa currencies kasi regardless if prices went up or down, you can actually make money kasi may short selling. Unlike sa sa Philippine stocks, kailangan tumaas yung price para kumita ng pera. Tagal kasi ng short selling sa Philippine stock market, di ba? So sana meron na. But in the Forex and also in international or global markets, pwede kang mag-short sell, which means there's always an opportunity regardless of the direction of the market. And yun yung isa sa mga reasons why there are people who are making money despite markets going down. Kasi yung mga tao natatakot bumababa yung stock market, etc. But yung mga marunong sa Forex and yung mga may account sa mga global markets, yung iba dyan, they are really taking advantage of the downtrend by short selling different asset classes and making money along the way.
So, ikaw, kung may preference ka, do you like shorting or you always go long?
The trend is my friend. So, wherever the trend is going, yun yung direction ko. Of course, mas gusto ko yung buying simply because it means prices are going up. It means the economy is doing good. But in terms of trading and making money, wala akong strict preference. If I see a pattern, I follow the direction of the pattern and make money from it. No?
The reason I asked that, kasi it goes both ways, di ba? Anong gagawin mo? You think the US dollar is getting better against the euro? Will you go long against the US for the US dollar, or will you go short against yung kabaliktad niya na currency pair?
Just like stocks, mayroong fundamental analysis and may technical analysis. So if I am bullish sa euro and then bearish sa dollar, if I think the economy of the US is bad, so it will go down, and I think the euro currency is doing well, then of course the first assumption there is the euro dollar will go up. I would now look at the chart if the price patterns are also pointing upwards, no, or most likely bullish din yung mga candlestick patterns niya. So if both of those coincide, then definitely I will go long on the euro dollar. But if yung charts niya ay iba yung sinasabi, the trend is down pagdating sa chart, then hindi siya tugma doon sa fundamentals, then I would avoid that. And as always, something that I've learned pagdating sa trading, no position is also a position. So you don't have to trade all the time.
Galing.
Iba
So,
kasi nanggigigil eh.
you want to do the opposite. Parang bearish siya dito. Di I'll short na lang. So ano pa rin, out na lang, stay out na lang.
Well, kasi ano siya eh, yung sinasabi mo, it's more on the fundamental side of trading Forex. Meron pa rin technical side. So tingnan mo yung charts kasi may mga tao talaga na wala silang pakialam sa news, wala silang pakialam sa economy ng mga bansa. Basta they just watch the candlesticks nung chart, no? Yung mga economic calendar, yung mga nangyayari sa economic calendar, the news itself and the technical charts dapat pareho sila ng trend bago ko siya i-trade, bago ko i-take yung trade na yun. Kung ano ka, scalper ka o chupitero ka na day trader, probably the news will be more important sa iyo kaysa dun sa patterns, no? But ako kasi I hold my trades for mga 4 or 5 days. So I need to also be very aware of the patterns nung charts.
Got it. You mentioned that one of the misconceptions is madali lang kumita ng pera sa Forex, which is pinaghihirapan siya, pinag-aaralan, you spend a lot of time to build the skill. Anong guiding principle mo to become profitable sa Forex markets? Paano naging sobrang yaman na isang Fitzgerald na Fuerte? Yun ang gusto malaman ng mga tao.
The reason why a lot of people think na madaling kumita sa Forex is because unang-una, leverage kasi yung account mo. So, it's really easy to make a lot of money. But, of course, on the other side of it, it's also easy to lose all your money. Unlike sa Philippine stocks, when you buy a stock tapos bumaba siya, you can just hold it, diba? And at the end of the day, you still own the shares of that company. Pagdating kasi sa Forex, pag the price went against you, you can have a margin call tapos wala na yung pera mo, di ba? Zero. You cannot just hold it and wait for the price to reverse and go your way. So, which means the number one skill that you need to learn if you want to make money sa Forex is risk management, no? Ibig sabihin, when you're entering a trade, do not risk all of your equity. Alam mo yun? Usually, I only open a position that would risk mga around 1 to 5% of my total account value, no?
$1 million na yun. Grabe. Oh.
So, kung meron akong 100,000 pesos, so ang isang trade ko, ang stop loss ko, I would lose only around 1,000 pesos. Kasi, of course, the reality is you will, especially in Forex, you will lose more trades than win, no? Siguro out of 10 trades, 7 doon talo ka. So, doon sa tatlong panalo mo, you make sure that bawi mo yung natatalo mo, plus you make you make some profit out of it, which is of course dictated by the risk-reward ratio na tinitake mo. So, siguro yun yung additional criteria ko. Aside from the fundamentals and the technicals agreeing on the direction, I also check if yung risk-reward ratio na preferred ko ay pasok. Ibig sabihin, I usually have a risk-reward ratio of 1:3. So, ganun yung strategy, yung money management, risk management pagdating sa Forex. Kasi kailangan wala kang ego na lahat ng trade mo panalo. Hindi ganun sa Forex. Kailangan marunong kang pumili nung trade na papasukin mo in such a way na meron siyang magandang risk-reward ratio. And hindi mo i-risk yung buong account mo. Huwag kang mag-all in, no? So number one na wag mong gagawin. So just risk up to 5% maximum of your trade. Kasi the more you trade, the longer that you last, the longer that you can keep your account alive, then the more skills that you will learn, and eventually the more profit that you will earn in the long run.
Naalala mo yung sa eToro platform, meron doon X1, X2, X3, di ba?
Yeah, yun yung leverage.
Ano
Oo.
yung pinaka-maximum na nagamit mo na doon na leverage ever? Na nung ginawa mo,
Times 10.
times 10. Okay. Was it a winning trade, losing trade? Was it scary for you? Kasi pag times 10, konting galaw lang, ano na lang yun, konting ganun lang yun. Uh, si, the gains
I was a bit confident, so it was a winning trade. But of course, kahit na times 10 yun, kung maliit lang naman yung nilagay ko doon, konti lang, no? So, one of the reasons why I was confident in taking the times 10 na leverage was because I was just risking a small amount of my account balance. Plus, I had I had a good feeling dun sa trade. So, and it turned out na tama naman yung ano ko. Tama naman yung aking hunch. And actually, hindi ko na hinintay yung target price ko eh. Kasi sabi ko, even if I gained 80% of the target price, I still won, di ba? So, nobody ever lost money by going out of a position at profit.
Assuming napasok to sa context mo that you won't sacrifice more than 5% of your portfolio, no? My question is, what do you like more? $1,000 times 10 or $10,000 without leverage?
1,000 pa rin na times 10. Mas gusto ko pa rin yun. Okay. Kasi I like the idea of leverage. Siguro one of the appeal sa akin ng Forex was really the ability to have leverage. And yun, kaya I prefer Forex din also because of that. It's so easy to make money, but of course it's also easier to lose money. Sabi ko lagi, you can actually double your money sa Forex in a month, but you can also lose all your money in just a week. So depende sa risk tolerance mo. Kung madali kang kabahan, wag kang magpo-forex, no? Kung madali kang magpanic, practice ka muna sa stocks kasi mas mabagal ang stocks.
So you mentioned a couple of risks sa forex, no? You mentioned that certain things that can happen in the geopolitics or at least in other countries will make it volatile already. You mentioned about shorting, you mentioned about leverage, all of which naglalagay ng added dimension of risk sa forex. That being said, who do you recommend Forex to? Sino dapat yung nagpo-Forex lang? Or mas madaming tao ba dapat na nagpo-Forex lang? Given that, kasi leverage, konti lang lalagay mo, you can earn more.
Para sa akin, yung mga bored sa stock market, pwede lang itry ang Forex. Kasi Forex is much faster. Pangalawa, yung mga gustong mag-try ng trading pero busy during office hours, they can definitely try Forex. Kasi Forex is open 24/5. So, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Those who wants to diversify, of course, Forex is also an asset class. And kung nabili mo na lahat ng gusto mong mutual fund, lahat ng stocks, lahat ng may mga local real estate investments, then perhaps it's time for you to go global, I would say, no? So why not take advantage of the income opportunities that are out there outside the Philippine economy. So of course with eToro, it's not just Forex. They can also invest in US stocks, mga commodities, yung mga naririnig nila, mga gold, oil, etc., precious metals, and yung mga indices, no? So yung mga index sa ibang countries. Katulad sa Pilipinas, isa lang ang exchange traded fund natin, 'di ba? FM ETF lang. But if they want to try yung mga ETF sa ibang bansa, then of course, meron tayong mga ETF sa eToro. Lahat dito sa Pilipinas naghihintay doon sa REITs, 'di ba? O yung REITs natin. Pero sa eToro may mga existing REITs na sa ibang bansa that they can also go into.
So just to clarify also to a lot of people, pag nag-forex ka, pag hinawakan mo siya ng matagal, wala kang makukuha dividends. That's the difference also. Unlike sa stocks, you hold it for a long time, you get dividends off of it kahit hindi gumalaw. And since forex has leverage and since if you're leveraged, hindi mo siya pwede talagang hawakan for a very, very long period of time kasi you have to remember you are paying also fees while you are holding onto it. Given lahat na nangyayari ngayon and then given yung lahat ng minention mong pros and also risks of investing in Forex market, is it still a good time to invest in Forex, or should they wait until all of this talk about the pandemic is over?
Well, of course, it's always a good time to invest. And if pagdating sa Forex, it's also a good time to trade. Kasi, again, walang pakialam yung nangyayari sa economy because regardless of the direction of the prices, you can make money sa Forex. We have this global pandemic that is also affecting the economies, which means prices are going down. So you short sell currencies, diba? You short sell the prices. You short the prices para you can make money. So it's always a good time to try Forex trading. And again, pagdating sa Forex investing, which is holding it for the long term, I don't think it exists pagdating sa Forex market. However, eToro has an alternative for that. So they can do social copy trading. So they can just copy people, and yun, there's a good chance for you to make money in the long term by copying people. So itong mga tao na to, they are trading Forex, they are active in trading Forex, and you can just copy their trades. So it's a passive way to make money. And if they're going to ask me, sino ang favorite na Forex trader ko sa eToro? Si Olivier Danvel. Kasi for the 3 years that I've been copying him, he has never lost money in a month. So they can check the track record kasi merong trading history ang eToro eh. Para siyang Facebook pero lahat ng tao nasa financial markets. So they can check that person. They will see that for the past 3 years, laging positive yung gain. Lagi siyang may gain every month. So I actually have a lot of money on him. I am copying him, and yung portfolio ko has gained a lot of money for the past 3 years because of Olivier, no? So yun, you could say that's already a long-term type of investing in Forex. Pero I think that's only possible sa eToro because you're copying people eh, diba? But if you are the one who is doing the trading decisions, yan, you cannot really just buy a currency pair and then hold it for many months, no? Mawawala ka ng pera unless you really have a big account that can ride through the volatility and not experience a margin call sa leverage mo, then go ahead. I know actually some people na ang hold ng position nila ay mga 2 to 3 months, but I guess that's the longest that I've seen, mga 3 months. Pero wala dyan na tipo naka-hold for many years, mga 2-3 years, wala. Ubos yung account mo probably because of the volatility, no? No harm in trying this, especially sa mga Forex brokers. They always offer a virtual account. So I believe sa eToro, you get a $100,000 practice account when you sign up for them. So pwede nilang paglaruan doon, di ba?
And di lang yun, I'm not sure if you know this already, may bonus sila for those who are starting this May 25 until June 7. For those who open an account and fund it with $500 and then make a trade, they get $50 na extra also. So I think that's the bonus for this.
Oo, may extra money sila kung popondohan nila ng real money yung account nila. Yeah, that's a $50 bonus also.
I have a question sana. Dapat may final question ako, pero you said something interesting. Ito na lang yung final question ko. You trade Forex. Okay. Why do you copy people pa na nagtitrade ng Forex? So parang naisip ko lang, if I'm trading Forex, I'll take my destiny into my own hands. If I don't trade Forex, that's when I copy someone who's doing Forex. So this is so interesting for me kasi for me, kunyari, I'm trading stocks. I'll copy someone na nag-Bitcoin kasi baka mas alam niya talaga yung Bitcoin market. I'll copy someone na nagko-commodities. As a Forex trader, why do you copy another Forex trader?
Well, I guess it's a matter of enjoying both worlds. Kasi there's people would always have this assumption that you need to choose. Ako, I trade Forex, but there's an option for me to copy other people. So, of course, why not take that? So I do both. Plus, itong kunwari itong si Olivier, he's a bit conservative when taking those trades. Kaya mababa lang yung gain niya but still consistent. So ako, I don't think my personality suits that type of trading na. So pagdating sa Forex, medyo moderate to aggressive yung aking yung style, no? So para sa akin, it's also one way to diversify, you could say that. I always tell people, you don't have to trade if you can afford to do both trading and investing, then do that. So in the same vein, I know how to trade, but I also have some extra cash that I can put on copying other people. Then might as well also copy that, no? And of course, you can enjoy the benefits, the pros of both scenarios, di ba? So minsan busy ako sa work and I don't have time to trade. So at least I am still making money from the trades ng mga tao na automatically nakokopya ko sa eToro. Alam mo yun? So,
galing.
Of course, yun yung principle ko doon.
Well said. And yun napansin ko lang, dami na ako nakausap na either business people or investor na like you, sobrang yaman. Ganun lang din sabi nila, it's not an or question. Sometimes, why settle for an or if it can be an and na you can have the best of both worlds. Meron ka bang before I close, no, meron ka bang webinar nito, people who want to consult with you with Forex? Kasi ako, I don't really do Forex. So, if people want to get in touch, we have a lot of videos about Forex. I know, sige, may flash ka ba na paper about
well, meron.
Yeah, okay.
Sige.
So sige. Yan muna.
So again, they can just go dun sa sa portal ko, which is readytoberich.com.
Okay.
And then they will get all the options on how to consume my content. But also there's a link there dun sa Learn. So that Learn link will go to my events portal. So events.fitsvillafuerte.com to be exact, yung yung learning portal ko. And I have online videos, not really webinar, no, online videos that they can watch. And one of the videos that I have there is yung how to earn passive income in the global market. So they can probably just watch that short video so that they can learn more on how to diversify sa mga global currencies, no? Yan.
So, sige, I'll put those links below, pati yung flash ni Fitz, and then he has 2 YouTube channels already. Please support them, guys. Subscribe to them. Wealth Archie with Renzi Bulena. And then, tatlo na pala kayo. Tatlo na ba?
Tsaka si Adriel, ang aming junior financial planner. Yes.
Apat kayo, no? Or tatlo lang talaga? Guess na yung...
Well, tatlo yung nagma-market tatlo yung nakikita nila sa YouTube channel. But of course, we're actually 8 in the company. Yung Wealth Archie channel is actually the YouTube channel of our financial planning firm, yung Wealth Archie. So we're using our YouTube to, of course, market our services. And yung personal na YouTube channel ko is yung Ready to be Rich YT. So yan. I have yes, I have youtube.com. So this is my personal YouTube channel, Ready to be Rich YT. YT for YouTube. So they can check that, youtube.com/readytoberichyt. Okay. So doon naman, madalas ako mag-live stream at mag-Q&A sa mga nanonood. So they can check that out. Ayan. And of course, sabi mo nga, sa mga nakakausap mo, di ba, they always say na yung bakit ka mamimili if you can choose both, di ba? So I actually have an episode sa podcast ko about that. The title of the episode is yung Infinite Shades of Gray, where I talk about the tyranny of the or and the genius of the end. Diba? So if they want to check out that episode, they can go to my podcast.
Din.
The 80%.
Okay.
Ayan. So they can check out, they can search for the 80% sa mga favorite nilang podcast app like Apple Podcast and Spotify. And then look for that episode. Yung title is The Infinite Shades of Gray. So it's all about learning to choose both rather than choosing just one. Yun.
Galing. So ayun guys, now if you want anything about Forex, just go to Fitz na lang, subscribe to him. Because I I know technical analysis works also for Forex, but I don't really trade Forex as much. Just follow Fitz. And then for those naman who want to know more about what he said about Forex and copy trading, I'll put a link below for eToro for those who want to sign up. Again, May 25 to June 7, $500 deposited.
Minimum deposit.
And then you get $50 na free as part of your account. So yun, you get to open that. Yun yung maganda, I think, you get to open Forex accounts even if you're in the Philippines because of online platforms like this. So yun, thank you so much. With a fair day, I hope this video helps you guys. Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon and bye everyone.